2 weeks ago, at the end of February, I was at my second round of interviews in Stavanger and a position to become a technical fire safety advisor. I still haven't heard back from them though, as they're finishing the round of interviews. So I'll know more about that in a week or so. But for now, let's get into the construction part of the project. So we're back at the room we're gonna burn in. We got a lot to do, so let's get to it. After most of the construction work were done, we were eager to see if all the sprinkler equipment worked as intended, including having an added 15-degree bend onto the sprinkler head. We tried stopping the pressure at about 1 bar and holding the pipe with an angle to be able to see how the spray pattern will look when installed. It wasn't the most scientific test, as all we did was open the water valve while someone is holding the pipe in a slight angle, but at least it got us more familiar with the water system, if nothing else. The equipment for the pressure was kinda hard to read, so we decided to test out the water flow with what looked to be 1 bar of pressure. We did this by measuring the amount of water accumulated in a box over a minute to use the equation for flow rate. The K-factor of a sprinkler head was given to us to be 80, times the square root of the pressure of 1 bar, we should get a flow equals to 80 liters per minute. Sadly, we only got 60 liters, meaning our pressure was only at 0.6 bar when we tried this. That's something to think about and adjust for the actual experiment. Oh, and by the way, if you notice the fire in the background, it's because this location is used for all kinds of safety courses, including extinguishing pool fires. So we just gotta make sure the wind direction doesn't drag the toxic gases towards us whenever we're out here. To allow for a lower neutral plane where the oxygen has a gap to flow in from the bottom and smoke to escape on the top, we had the idea of connecting a few plasterboards to a wooden beam on the top of the ventilation hole. One piece of plasterboard has a fire resistance of about 15 minutes, so we cut up 3 boards to have some redundancy, as we wouldn't want our wall to suddenly fall apart in the middle of the fire scenario. Oh, and I got the job, by the way. I just signed the contract and I'll be starting there in August, which gives me some time to actually do well on the bachelor thesis and move and stuff, so very exciting. We were supposed to start burning this week as well, but we were hit with a sudden change of weather, which gave us 17 meters per second winds with rain and snow, so we had to reschedule for the next week. If the weather improves, we'll 100% start burning next week, but at least for now, the construction of the room should be done and all the fuel that we're planning to use is stored in a dry location. Thanks for watching, and I hope some of the information I gathered from this thesis will be somewhat useful for you. If that's continued research or you're just curious how fire engineering bachelor looks like. If not, I'm terribly sorry. At least it's all documented here for myself to be nostalgic about in the future. Have a good one.